Swinney rejects inquiry. John Swinney has refused and ruled out an inquiry into Nicola Sturgeon's conduct during the Alex Salmond witch hunt. This couldn't be a worse look for Swinney, not because of Sturgeon. We all know she's a dick and she only cares about herself, and as we know now, she was willing to send Alex Salmond to prison for something that he hadn't done. But the worst bit about this is that Swinney is the one being accused of leading the cover-up for Sturgeon and try acting, if you will, as a human shield to try and cover for her. The civil servant has not yet been named, but this civil servant apparently was working for Swinney and was then sent to work with James Hamilton, the man who led the probe into Sturgeon's conduct, whose legal advice, let's not forget, was completely ignored. So this person was allegedly feeding information back to Swinney, who was then feeding it back to Sturgeon, which would make complete sense. That's why they didn't want to release the advice given by James Hamilton. Russell Finley has said this shows that the inquiry and the investigation was fatally flawed from the start, and he's right. And it's hard just to blame the SNP. In the interest of fairness, I'll point out to you now that inquiries are always done like this. They're always done with the cooperation and the knowledge of the person who they're looking into, especially when it's a politician like this. And of course, Swinney doesn't want it to be investigated further because he himself would be implicated. It's a miracle to me that he is still the First Minister of Scotland and still leading the SNP. I can only imagine it's because nobody else wants the job because it's such a poison chalice, and that they want to get the Holyrood elections out of the way first before replacing him.